So hello everyone, my name is Sharyar Ali Khan. My group members are Ramel Ahmed, Fayaz Ali, Amar Khalid, Hamza, Imran, and Alina Mozu. So today this presentation is about democracy and its institutions. So democracy is the representation of the people. In Pakistan, election takes place after every 5 years. उसमें ये होता है कि हर 5 साल के बाद लोग इलेक्ट करते हैं अपने पार्लियामेंटेरियंस को और वो इलेक्ट होके पार्लियामेंट में जाते हैं और फिर वो वहाँ जाके लेजिस्लेशन करते हैं. So there are four types of institutions in democracy: executive, legislative, judiciary, and media. So Faz will now continue from here and it will explain executive. Thank you. Faz mute हुए हो आप. Faz mute हुए.
Sorry. Okay, my name is Fazali and I'll be giving a brief introduction to executive government of Pakistan. It will be very short and brief and to the point. So, executive branch is one of the three branches of Pakistan, alongside judicial and legislative bodies. Uh, the primary function is the execution or implementation or enforce of laws or laws. The head of executive departments are responsible for determining the policy of government, the ministers, and the cabinet, basically. Next slide. Okay, these are the objectives and the functions of executive government. The first is the execution of law. Executive branch is responsible for the implementation of laws made by legislative, executive, and the second objective is the internal administration to maintain law and order. The third main core objective is appointments on important positions and posts, which is issued by the executive head. And military function relates to the appointment of chief of army staff, responsible for defense of country in case of foreign aggression or internal revolt. And another objective and function of executive branch is judicial powers. It has the appointment of judges of superior judiciary and announcement of amnesty, which is basically general pardon or forgiveness for convicted persons. And finally, the other functions of uh, are like public welfare, social services, which are basically executive has various departments. Each minister is in charge and looks after the working of his or her department. The departments are commerce, industry, trade, transport, health, and education. And onto the Shariar, who will be explaining the parliamentary branch of Pakistani government.
Thank you, Faz. So Parliament consists of 342 seats, most important institution of Pakistan because इसमें legislation यहाँ पे होती है, laws वगैरह हमारे parliament में ही बनते हैं. Keeps a check on the executives. Consists of two houses: National Assembly, Senate. National Assembly में अगर कोई आपने बिल पास करवाना है तो बिल पहले नेशनल असेंबली में आता है, नेशनल असेंबली से पास होके फिर वो सेनेट में जाता है और उसके बाद वो जाके लॉ बन जाता है. लॉ पार्लियामेंट में तीन तरह की लेजिस्लेशन होती है: लॉ मेकिंग होती है, लेजिस्लेशन होती है और ऑर्डिनेंस भी होती है. ऑर्डिनेंस इज बेसिकली जो हमारा जो प्रेसिडेंट के थ्रू पार्लियामेंट में आती है, वो किसी elected member के थ्रू नहीं आती. Challenges faced by the parliament and its policies. सेनेट इलेक्शन रिसेंटली हुआ. हम सब जानते हैं 2021 में पीटीआई गवर्नमेंट को काफ़ी चैलेंज का सामना करना पड़ा. वो ऐसे कि पीटीआई के कैंडिडेट थे हमारे एक्स फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर हफीज शेख वर्सेस था पीडीएम के जो कैंडिडेट थे सैयद यूसुफ रजा गिलानी. तो उसमें पीटीआई को सेनेट इलेक्शन में वो सीट वो हार गए थे और जिससे उन्हें काफ़ी मुश्किलात पैदा हुई और उन्हें काफ़ी कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस फेस करने पड़े. उससे ये हुआ कि अपोजिशन पार्टी डिमांडेड फ्रॉम द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ पाकिस्तान कि वो आके पार्लियामेंट में वोट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस लें और फिर अपने आप को अपनी मेजॉरिटी प्रूव करें. तो वो फिर आफ्टर फ्यू डेज इमरान खान केम टू द पार्लियामेंट एंड टुक द वोट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस जिसमें वो कामयाब रहे। रिफॉर्म्स, डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ रिफॉर्म हुए इस गवर्नमेंट में, एंड रैंकिंग आप देख सकते हैं 2017 में पॉलिसीज और पार्लियामेंट की जिस तरह इसके रिफॉर्म्स जिस तरह के रिफॉर्म्स पार्लियामेंट में लाए गए थे, उस हिसाब से हमारी काफ़ी अच्छी प्रोग्रेस चल रही है इन 2021 टिल डेट। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। Next slide. Now I would like to call Mar Khalid to explain judiciary.
Judiciary. Judiciary is one of the pillars of democracy and is a pillar on which the state rests and trusts. It is safe to say that it is the backbone of any society, and a society cannot function properly unless the judiciary is functioning swiftly. Judiciary helps implement the moral laws and keeps the societal values in check. But to make sure that judiciary is functioning properly and is safeguarding the interests of the aggrieved, it must be independent and must function in the interest of the public. Next slide. The Supreme Court. Supreme Court of Pakistan is the apex court of the highest order. It is the body that regulates the justice while ensuring that the laws and the principles are in conformity with the principles of the state. It is the court where the ultimate appeals rest. It has the power to overturn the decision of any subordinate court, including the high courts. The Supreme Court also possesses the power to limit the presidential powers and can take suo motu notice without any interference from any of the departments. Next slide, please. The high courts. High courts are established in the provincial capital of every province. It has greater powers than that of the district courts and can even withdraw cases from all subordinate courts to hear them itself. The High Court also has the power to regulate the working of the subordinate courts. Because of its power, its decisions are also binding on all subordinate courts. The decision of a high court can be appealed in the Supreme Court. Next slide, please. Subordinate courts. Courts subordinate to the High Court and Supreme Court include district courts. These courts are available in all districts across the country. These are pivotal in discharging justice at the district level. The district courts are then further broken down into civil courts and criminal courts. Civil courts have jurisdictions over all civil matters. On the other hand, criminal courts have jurisdiction over all criminal cases. A criminal court magistrate can hand out sentences as grave as a death sentence. Criminal courts and civil courts decisions can be appealed in the High Court. Now I would call Ramil to carry on further.
So the legislative bodies of the Pakistan, basically नेशनल असेंबली के अंदर जो उनसे लोअर हाउस उसे नेशनल असेंबली कहा जाता है और सेनेट को अपर हाउस कहा जाता है. सो इसका बेसिकली जो मेन एम होता है कि जो पाकिस्तानी सेनेट के अंदर है टू गिव द फेडरेटिंग यूनिट्स इक्वल रिप्रेजेंटेशन. Pakistan Senate is a virtual organization that serves the country's provision and territories and promotes a sense of dignity, peace, and harmony, which is crucial for a nation's development and prosperity. Both houses are organized and the bill concerning of the federal legislation list. National Assembly. There are 342 representatives, in which 60 are the women's and 10 are the non-Muslim seats. And accordance in Article of 51, the National Assembly, in each province, FATA and the federal capital of the population basis are the sign of seats of National Assembly as officially published in the last sense. In we have divided over the seats within journal and female. In Punjab, the Prince of Punjab, there are 148 seats of journal and 35 of female. And in KPK, there are 35 of journal and 8 of female. In Balochistan, 14 of journal, 3 of female. Since journal seats are 61 and female seats are 14. FATA have 12 journal seats. Federal Capital has 2 and non-Muslims have 10. So the general seats are total 282 and the female seats are 60. The Senate. There are 100 senators according to the Article 95, and the Provisional Assembly elects 22 again, 22 and 14 against the journal, and the 4 representatives representatively represents from the respective province. Assembly elects 8 members of FATA and for the election for 4 representatives, including women, and the electoral code and the federal capital of the whole National Assembly. Under the Constitution, the Senate is permanent legislative body and the mechanism of the continuity of national affairs is symbolized by the chambers. Every 3 year and a half, there are members of Senate has been chosen by the election and representative of electoral college, and the member though elect shall assume the office of non-expired members. There's a graph which shows the economic growth under the past 4 governments. As you can see over here, that in 2006 and 7 time period of Pervez Musharraf, it started from 5.6 and it declined to 5.5. And further, the time period of Zardari, Asif Ali Zardari, declined started from 5 and dropped to 0.84, and in 2010 it gradually increased to 2.6, and then it goes to at last year of Asif Ali Zardari it stayed at 3.8. And in Nawaz Sharif, in the starting it was at 3.7, and in 2007 it reached to 5.2%. And in Imran Khan's period, it started at 3.5 and it declined to minus 0.4. In all these economic growth under last 4 governments, it has increased or decreased to many factors. If I talk about the now current situation, the Imran Khan's economic growth has declined to minus 0.4. It could be the basis on of the COVID-19, which has impacted the whole world's economy and had given big impact and had lead to the recession. The negative effects are that the country's ongoing shortage of accurate power and load shedding has led to a major closure of the industry and unemployment and jobless, hunger and civil unrest, which in terms lead to low productivity and decline in GDP, and which have also increased the inflation and flight in the capital, and which has mainly impacted the national economies. So the other institute would be the media. Media basically is a communication channel which is communicate the government and the public. And the communication channels could be through the print media, news media, and broadcasting through radio and television. In Pakistan, there are 39 news channels and 707 newspapers, and the media is the fourth pillar of state. Pakistan constitution includes the freedom of speech and foundation for the media freedom for an healthy democracy. The budgets of the media are that basically media earning is done through the selling of advertising space to the government and other private companies. Uh, in 2014 and 15, as you can see, the Pakistan advertisement market has increased to from 69 66.9 billion, and in 2016 and 17 it reached to 87.7 billion. But unfortunately, in 2018 August, the government issued an advertising to print and electronic media worth of 15.7 billion from 2013 to 17. In 2018, the federal provisional government slashed their advertising budget by 70%, due to which the media industry has faced a disastrous decline in the financial position. Moreover, this table includes the 3 years of total media spending through the different mediums in 2015 and 16 and 17. As you can see over here, that in 2015 the share of TV was 49.8%, print has 24%, households and has 15%, 12%, 12.5%. And as we compare to over in 2016, it has in 2016 the TV has increased his share, and also the billion has earned 38 billion rupees, and further in 2017 it declined by 10.5%, and much more decline and increase you can see over here. Moreover, the media face challenges in different aspects. In an article which was written by Mazhar Abbas, he wrote that the state that electronic media has the ethical their ethics are being slaved by their ratings, due to which there are several false news and fake facts are being employed due to which fake news are being broadcasted. To overcome that, he advised that the burden of rating from the news and the program department should be transferred to the marketing department, because the anchors don't have the are not actors or have responsibility of increasing or declining the rating of a channel. It's the responsibility of the marketing company department of a channel. Moreover, there are many policies which have affected the media in the positively and in negatively. In 2018, the Afzal Butt, the president of Pakistan Federal Union of Journalists, took decision to increase the employment of the people in media industry from 20,000 to 250,000. It was a much bigger quantity of people who would be employed. It was a large burden for the companies, due to which the bureau offices of many television and print media outlets in Peshawar, Quetta, and Multan were shut down. The major group of the major role, the Jung Group, which leads a major role in the media industry, also closed his 3 publications and 2 bureau offices, and laid down over 900 journalists and related employees in one day. And also like Jung Group and other media groups also lay down almost 200 journalists, and also and remaining employees by 50 to 35%. That's all. Thank you so much.